Welcome to Headphone News, Montreal edition for Saturday, November 23, 2024.
Northvolt CEO steps down amid bankruptcy. Peter Carlson, CEO and co-founder of Northvolt, an electric battery company in Sweden, has announced his resignation. This comes after Northvolt filed for bankruptcy protection on November 21, 2024. The company is set to restructure to enhance growth and improve operational efficiency. Carlson will remain on as a senior advisor during this transition. Northvolt has confirmed that its projects in Quebec, Canada, will continue despite the bankruptcy. This change in leadership raises significant questions about the future supply of batteries for electric vehicles.
Montreal ends water fluoridation. Montreal, in Quebec, Canada, has decided to end water fluoridation in 6 West Island towns. This decision follows a petition from resident Ray Coelho, who received backing from American politician Robert F. Kennedy Jr. City officials pointed to cost concerns, estimating an annual expense of around $100,000 for fluoridation. Public health experts advocate for continuing water fluoridation due to its benefits in reducing tooth decay, particularly among children from low-income families. This decision has sparked debate among local residents and officials, raising concerns about community input in health policies.
Canada's new measures to address inflation. On November 22, 2024, the Canadian government announced new measures to help citizens cope with rising costs. Prime Minister Trudeau revealed a temporary pause on the Goods and Services Tax, or GST, for many products starting December 14 and lasting until February 15. Additionally, the government will provide $250 Canadian dollars to about 18.7 million Canadians who earned $150,000 Canadian dollars or less in 2023. These actions aim to ease the financial burden on families as inflation continues to affect daily life. Opposition leaders criticized the measures, calling them inadequate and politically motivated. Conservative leader Poilievre described the announcement as a 2-month, temporary tax trick, while NDP leader Singh expressed disappointment over the limited scope of the GST exemption. Despite the criticism, these steps may offer some relief to Canadians during tough economic times.
Stabbing incident in Montreal's Milton Park. A stabbing took place in the Milton Park area of Montreal, Quebec, on Thursday night. A 46-year-old man sustained upper body injuries and was transported to a hospital, where he is expected to recover. The Montreal Police Service responded to the scene around 10:15 p.m. An altercation involving at least 3 people led to the stabbing. The victim and the attackers were acquaintances. 2 suspects, aged 31 and 47, fled the scene but were later found and arrested nearby. This incident raises concerns about community safety and highlights ongoing crime issues in urban areas.
Winter biking trend in Montreal. Montreal, in Quebec, Canada, is seeing a rise in winter biking as temperatures drop and snow begins to fall. More residents are opting to cycle during the colder months. A local borough has introduced a program to assist 100 individuals in trying winter biking by offering financial support. This initiative aims to promote biking as a sustainable transportation option and decrease reliance on cars. The city is also improving cycling infrastructure and safety measures for winter cyclists. This growing trend highlights an increasing awareness of the health benefits of cycling and the need for environmentally friendly transportation solutions.
Controversy over racism comments in Quebec. A political controversy has erupted in Quebec after Haroun Bouazi, an MNA from Quebec Solidaire, made comments about racism during a speech at an event organized by Fondation Club Avenir, a group focused on immigrants of Maghrebi origin. Bouazi spoke about othering, a concept that explains how society categorizes individuals based on perceived differences, which can lead to discrimination. His remarks sparked backlash from politicians across various parties, including criticism from within his own party. Premier Legault and other lawmakers rejected the idea of systemic racism in Quebec. This situation highlights the ongoing struggle to discuss race and discrimination in the province. The controversy also ties to recent events, such as the suspension of teachers at Bedford Elementary School, raising concerns about the treatment of Muslim communities. This incident reflects broader tensions in Quebec's political landscape regarding race and identity.
Charges filed against former Quebec Pension Fund employees. 3 former employees of the Quebec Deposit and Investment Fund face serious charges related to an alleged bribery scheme involving Indian government officials. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Brooklyn, New York, announced that these individuals are accused of attempting to pay over $250 million in bribes to secure contracts worth billions with a solar energy company in India. The charges include conspiracy to violate the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which prohibits U.S. companies from bribing foreign officials to gain business. The accused also allegedly tried to obstruct a grand jury investigation by deleting electronic materials and providing false information to authorities. The Quebec Deposit and Investment Fund has acknowledged the charges against the former employees, who were fired in 2023, and stated that it is cooperating with U.S. authorities. Gautam Adani, a well-known Indian billionaire with close ties to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is mentioned in the allegations, although his business group denies any wrongdoing. This case raises significant concerns about ethics in international business and may affect investor confidence.
Investigation into the murder of cryptocurrency influencer Kevin Mirshahi. Quebec police are searching for a suspect in the murder of cryptocurrency influencer Kevin Mirshahi. He was kidnapped on June 21, 2024, from a condo in Old Montreal, and his body was found on October 30 in a nature park. Authorities have arrested 3 suspects, including Joni Lepage, who faces first-degree murder charges. 2 others, Nakel Hickey and Darius Perry, are charged with accessory to murder and forcible confinement related to the kidnapping of Mirshahi and 3 other individuals. Police have released a description of the 4th suspect, Guillaume Nobert, who is 36 years old. This case raises serious concerns about safety within the cryptocurrency community.
Quebec man sentenced for wife's murder. Gilles Brassard, an 81-year-old from Laval, Quebec, has been sentenced to 10 years and 6 months for the second-degree murder of his wife, Therese. The tragic incident occurred in September 2023 when Gilles, overwhelmed by his wife's suffering from Alzheimer's disease, made the heartbreaking decision to end her life. In court, he expressed that his actions were motivated by love and compassion. Family members portrayed him as a devoted husband who cared for Therese for over 50 years. This case highlights important issues regarding the support available for families facing Alzheimer's and the difficulties of caregiving. The implications of this case may spark discussions about elder care policies and the resources needed to assist both patients and their caregivers.
Strike by early childhood educators in Quebec. On November 22, 2024, about 3,000 workers from the Centres for Early Childhood, CPE, in Quebec, Canada, began a strike. This action is part of ongoing protests for better wages and working conditions. The workers are represented by the Federation of Early Childhood Educators, FIPEQ. On the day of the strike, CPEs opened later than usual, with hours shifting from 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., and future openings planned for 10 a.m. and noon. The FIPEQ has urged the government to negotiate better offers, stating that current conditions are pushing potential new workers away from the field. This strike brings attention to significant challenges facing early childhood education in Quebec.
Theft from charity in Quebec affects holiday support. A theft took place at Action Nouvelle Vie, a charity based in Longueuil, Quebec, Canada. Thieves made off with meat worth about $10,000 Canadian dollars, meant to support families in need during the holiday season. This incident threatens the charity's ability to provide Christmas baskets for over 2,000 families. Local police are investigating the case, which underscores the growing issue of food insecurity and the challenges faced by community organizations. In response, the community is stepping up to help replace the stolen items, showing support for those in need.
Delay in eviction of homeless encampment in Montreal. Quebec Transport Minister Geneviève Guilbeault announced a delay in the eviction of a homeless encampment on Notre Dame Street in Montreal. The eviction was initially set to occur soon, but following strong backlash from advocates for the homeless, the new date is now December 1st. This extension allows more time to prepare shelters for the winter months. Community organizations, including the Network for the Assistance of Single and Homeless People in Montreal, have expressed concerns about the lack of available shelter space. This situation underscores the ongoing challenges of addressing homelessness in Montreal.
Lucien-L'Allier train station reopening announcement. The Lucien-L'Allier train station in Montreal, Quebec, is set to reopen on December 21, 2024, after being closed since April 1, 2024, for renovations. Quebec's transport minister announced that the work has progressed ahead of schedule. The station will once again serve EXO commuter lines from Saint-Jérôme, Candiac, and Vaudreuil-Hudson, making it easier for commuters to access downtown Montreal. The renovation project cost around 69 million Canadian dollars, which is approximately $51.5 million US. Upgrades include new boarding platforms and improved accessibility features. This reopening marks an important milestone in enhancing public transportation infrastructure in the region, encouraging more people to choose trains over cars.
Montreal Greek Film Festival celebrates 10 years. The Montreal Greek Film Festival is celebrating its 10th anniversary, highlighting contemporary Greek cinema. Running for nearly 20 days, the festival expects over 4,000 attendees. A key feature is the return of the award-winning film, My Name is Eftahia, with screenwriter Katerina Bay participating in a discussion. The festival also includes a retrospective night, allowing audiences to revisit popular films from past editions. Additionally, there will be screenings of children's films in Greek, making it accessible for young viewers. All films come with English subtitles, ensuring a broader audience can enjoy the experience. The festival runs until November 30th.
Quebec politicians transition to Bluesky for improved discussions. Several politicians in Quebec, Canada, are making the switch from X, previously known as Twitter, to a new social media platform called Bluesky. This includes the mayors of Montreal and Laval, who feel that Bluesky provides a space for more positive and constructive conversations. This transition reflects a growing desire among users for healthier online environments. The change may influence how public figures engage with citizens and promote better dialogue within the community.
That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.